Hey.
All right.
Last one. How are you doing?
Excellent. No complaints. How are you guys?
Sorry. Good.
Oh, please join us. Hello.
Well, were you surprised you're coming back?
Slightly, yeah. I was expecting a phone call right when season 5 ended of like, hey, so this is what we're doing in season 6, and I didn't get that phone call. So for the longest time, I didn't know. I didn't know if Theo was going to make his return to Beacon Hills, and after some time, they had already kind of started the season. They got in contact with me and told me their plans, and I was very, very excited to come back and kind of just jump back into this character, show the fans and the audience a new side of Theo that we haven't seen before.
So considering he spent his time, down there, how do you think his relationship will change now that he's coming back? Do you think he'll try to be better?
He's a different person for sure.
Has he been in like a hell dimension?
He's been, the thing is we're going to explore that in the season. We're going to show fans a glimpse of what he's gone through, and I can tell you, I can share with you right now, it's terrifying. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. So, it's definitely changed him. It's changed him, and I think he's coming back as like a broken man, and he's gonna have to swallow his pride and face all of these adversities in order to stay alive. So it's interesting. It really is.
Prior to that, he was very, very ruthless in what he did. But did you see his association with the Dread Doctors from childhood as something like, conditioning, like they indoctrinated him, or was he really all that time using them as a means to his own end of his own free will?
I don't believe that. There's this awesome edit that this fan had made, and I can't credit them because I don't know the name, but I've seen this image online, and it's a picture of Theo, and it says, "Why should I apologize for the monster I've become?
Yeah.
No one apologized for making me this way."
So you think it was like?
I do. I think the entire time, what people kind of didn't really, I don't want to say understand, but maybe took for granted a little bit was, we're talking about a kid that was taken in by these people and conditioned to believe whatever it is they wanted him to believe. I think the entire time, he's been under someone else's manipulation. Again, where do you think he learned to be the manipulator that he is? And
the parents thing was really freaking creepy.
Yeah, right? But it's I feel like he didn't just have that inherently.
It's not just a natural thing.
Yeah, he learned those things. So I think there is this level of sympathy for the kid. It's damn, he's been manipulated this entire time.
And will you is your story, Theo's story, involved with continuing with the Dread Doctors, like the tank wolf juice, alpha juice guy?
Nazi werewolf.
Yeah.
There's associations all across the board. Yeah. I think the thing is Theo knows a lot about what's going on in Beacon Hills.
So he has something to offer the good guys.
He has some knowledge. Absolutely. So I think that may or may not be his way back into the pack.
Yeah. And is there any tying together of the two villains, of the Nazi werewolf and the Ghost Riders, or are they separate?
I can't necessarily speak on that.
Fair enough.
I can't speak on that. I maybe could, but I might lose my job. And they don't want that.
Will the memory loss of the Ghost Riders, is that affecting Theo as well, or is he before or after that, or is there anything you can say about
I can tell you that, when he makes his return, he is not he's not affected by the Ghost Riders whatsoever. He has information, and he just wants to stay alive. He knows how deadly and how serious they are, and he knows it's very, very possible for him to be taken just like anyone else. So he's doing whatever he can to stay alive and make sure that doesn't happen.
And are we
Yes, yeah, one more question.
Yeah, do you guys have anything from your Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, these are fun.
Well,
These are
from
fun.
Twitter, never mind.
We can do something else.
These are fun.
How do you think Theo's relationship with Scott will go? Because I know that's a big highlight. And that's a big.
What's funny is that Theo comes back, and it's the same guy that we love to hate. He's the douchebag.
Still the same personality, but maybe a different motive.
Exactly. But what's interesting is that there's just gonna be this fun dynamic to explore. This level of humility.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's difficult when he makes his return to look Scott in the eye.
Fair enough.
Considering what he's done,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's this facade that he's going to keep playing of like this tough guy, of like, oh, I was fine, I was in hell, nothing happened to me. But we start to see as the season progresses, like what happened has left a scar, and it really it bleeds through, which is really fun. It's fun to play.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting.
It's cool. I hope it kind of gives a fresh perspective in the fans' eyes of the character.
Yeah, the whole way through, we really didn't know whether he was going to turn at any point, like in terms of like getting him in any way redeemable. So it's going to be interesting.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great season. So,
All right,
thank you guys.
thank you.
Absolutely. Take care.